I'm Clint Depew with the LSU Ag Center. Today we want to talk about developing riders, and particularly young riders, to get their balance on the horse, get their hands and feet independent, and help them develop rhythm on the horse so that they can be good riders, whether they want to ride on the trail or go to a horse show or anything else, to develop a secure, safe seat on a horse and be comfortable. Today we're going to start off with a series of exercises that we're going to do on a lunge line. We want the young people to be able to not have to handle the horse, have somebody else on the lunge line handling the horse, and all they have to do is worry about riding. So we're going to start with that exercise, and with that I've got Cleve and Judy Weisgerber here, a county agent in Vernon Parish, and they're going to start with their exercises starting on the lunge line. So we're going to start off at a walk, and Judy's riding the horse, Cleve is handling the horse, and we're going to start off the walk. And the first thing we want to do with our young riders is get their legs independent of their arms and their hands. So we're going to ask her to stand in the stirrups. Now, with young riders, they can stand, they can hold the saddle horn if they need to. If they don't need to, that's great. But basically, this is going to get the lower leg off of the horse. We want contact with the upper leg and the knee and part of the calf, but basically we want that foot to be solid and independent and away from the horse, so that when we do cue the horse with our leg and ask him to move sideways, move forward, whatever, that he can feel that and understand that. Now, we'll do this at a walk, trot, and a lope. And Cleve, if you'll speed up and trot a little bit, just getting those legs independent. Now, the legs should be still. Hopefully the head and shoulders will be still, and we'll absorb all of the movement of the horse basically in the middle of our body. All right, so do this exercise at a walk, trot, and at a lope, and to go slowly until your riders are comfortable with it. Once they're comfortable, then you can keep adding pace, and don't get in a hurry. We're going to show you the exercises today, but not take the time that you would need with a young rider. All right, now if we can get her to sit down, and we're going to drop her feet out of the stirrups. Again, we go back to the walk, and we'd like our legs to basically drop her leg back under there. This leg would stay in the same position that it would be when you're riding with stirrups, so the knee would be bent, leg slightly under you. This is going to develop the rider from the knee up through the waist, and this is where we want most of the absorption of the movement of the horse. So again, the shoulders and the neck are still, the feet should be still, and the hip and the waist movement is following the movement of the horse and relaxing. So all right, let's trot at that if we can. And again, Judy is an accomplished rider, so she's sitting real close to her horse, she relaxed. And this is developing the rider from the knee up through the waist. All right, now pick up your stirrups again. Again, we would do this at a walk, trot, and lope, and let your riders hang on the saddle horn as much as they need to until they're comfortable. All right, now the thing we want to do is get our hands and our legs independent. So we're going to start off after we've stood in the stirrups, we've ridden without stirrups, we're going to start doing riding arm exercises. So at a walk, trot, and a lope, we're going to ask her to reach over and touch your horse way over on her neck and bend her body. See, this is going to get the bend in the waist, get you loose there, and get the horse comfortable. Young kids will ride this way. They'll start relaxing, they start worrying about falling off, and just start having fun. Okay, straight back on his hip. And then straight up, and then down. Okay, the right hand, change hands over on his neck, back on his hip, straight up, and down. All right, now take both hands straight out. Now, swing your arms forward, and twist back, and in time we will start doing this in rhythm with the horse. And let's trot and do the same thing. Now, in the riding exercises, we're going to take a lot of time. We may take a month or 2 months just doing these exercises before we ever let them ride independently. All right, can we lope a little bit? We're going to do the same thing. All the same exercises at a walk, trot, and a lope. And again, every time your rider's more comfortable, you can increase the speed, you can increase the motion until we get a rider that's very comfortable with the horse. All right, and stop a second. Now, as the rider is more accomplished, now we're going to ask her to bring her right leg up, and we can take and have her ride with the leg, holding the leg up. This again is getting the leg independent of the hands. All right, now take your left hand over on his neck, back on his hip, straight up and down. All right, now put that leg down, bring the other leg up, take your left hand this time, or either hand, left hand over on his neck, back on his hip, straight up and down. All right, now basically what we want to do with these riding exercises is get these kids to where they can stand good in the stirrups, their feet are solid in the stirrups, their hands are independent of their feet, so if they move their hands, their feet don't move, so we can guide our horse and we start finding balance. If you give kids an opportunity to just sit and relax and ride and concentrate on other things besides falling off the horse, most of them will find the rhythm pretty quick and they really get to be competent riders in a hurry.